Hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we could keep up steady company? I got a hot rod Ford and a $2 bill, and I know gay over the hill, and the boom and the free. Oh, come along with me. Hey, good looking, wow, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up? How's about cooking something up? How's about cooking something up with me? Well, I think I better work on that one. Oh, here's a nice one. Someday he'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong, the man I love. Would that work? That would work? Yeah. That man you loved, was he good to you? Oh, was he sweet to you? Oh, sure. Sweet as lemon mousse. Lemon mousse? How dichotomous. There was dichotomy in him. He was a writer, but he was kind of vague. He used to say things like, I just want to find a soft place to land. Well, I ask you. Well, in the immortal words of Roberta Hunter, good man is hard to find. You always get the other kind. Oh, just when you think that he's your pal, you can find him messing with some other gal. And then you rave, oh, you might even crave, oh, to see him lying in his grave. So if your man is nice, oh, take my advice. Hug him in the morning, kiss him late at night. Give him plenty of love and all, treat him right. Because a good man nowadays is hard to find, I'll test to that. He was a good man, there was no doubt about that. And he was a good writer. I think he was the one that created the phrase, be careful what you wish for. Oh no, that was our mom. Yeah. Look what you've done to my song, Mom. Look what they've done to my song. Well, it's the only thing I could do half right. It's turning out all wrong, Ma. Look what they've done to my song. Well, I wish I could find a good book to live in. I wish I could find a good book. Well, if I could find a real good book, I wouldn't have to come out and look at. Look what they've done to my song. Ils ont changé ma chanson. Ah. Ils ont changé ma chanson. C'est la seule chose que je peux faire, et ce n'est pas bon. Ah. Ils ont changé ma chanson. Look what they've done to my song, Ma. Look what they've done to my song, those boys. Well, they wrapped it up in a plastic bag, oh, and turned it upside down, Ma. Look what they've done to my song. Are you going to propose to your Mr. Wonderful? I don't know. Somehow I think I'd like him to propose to me. I'm just a little old-fashioned. Yeah. I'm confessing that I love you. Oh, tell me, do you love me too? Oh, I'm confessing that I need you. you, oh, honest I do. I need you every moment. In your eyes I see such strange things. Will you just deny they're true? Will your answer really change things, making me blue? Oh, I'm afraid someday you'll leave me. Oh, saying, can we still be friends? If you go, you know you'll grieve me. All my life on you depends. I'm confessing that I love you. Oh, dreaming dreams of you in vain. Oh, I'm confessing that I love you over again.
Get the point. On the other hand, I think it's a good song. I think he will get the point.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, yeah.
I think as long as I had the right man in my piano, I think everything would be just
sure.
fine. They got to make room for the piano.
Yes.
That's the important part there.
Every home needs a grand. Or grand or two, come to think of it. With our $73, well, never mind. My romance doesn't need very much at all. My romance doesn't have to have a moon in the sky. My romance doesn't need a blue lagoon standing by. No month in May, no twinkling stars, no hideaway, no soft guitars. My romance doesn't need a castle rising in Spain, nor a dance with a constantly surprising refrain. Wide awake, I can make my most fantastic dreams come true. My romance doesn't need a thing but you. Nothing seemed to matter anymore. Didn't care what I was headed for. Time was standing still. No one counted till there came a knocking at the door. Love walked right in and drove the shadows away. Love walked right in and brought my sunniest day. One moment and I saw my world completely new. When love walked in with you. Do you remember when we were kids and we used to use those paper cutouts? I always had so much trouble making the stars.
That's why I suggested you make moons instead.
No, the paper moons first.
Ah, we're gonna do that first. Am I gonna do that first? We are.
If not,
we are not. I'm sorry, that's me. Can we do the other?
sure, of course. We're music teachers, we can do anything.
Yeah, okay.
The man in the moon is a lady with lipstick and pearls. The cow that jumped over cried, "Jumpin' Jehovah." I think it's just one of the girls. She winks at the stars from her bed of cream cheese. That isn't a nightgown, it's a Saturn chemise. Oh, her friends are the stars and the planets. She sends the Big Dipper a kiss. So don't ever offend her. Remember her gender. The man in the moon is a miss. Speaking of being in love or whatever, I love, and I do remember so well, Uncle Bill and Aunt Annie. Do you remember?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Did you find the paper moon?
I remember them. I do indeed.
Now, what was it that he used to call her something?
His better half.
Ah, yeah. That's why I wrote that little poem for them. Yeah. Yeah.
By all means.
Do you remember that? Yeah. Is laughter enough of a gift to share? Or does washing each other's backs compare to when you scratch that spot under my left shoulder blade? Oh, yes, that's when I know you're my better half.
Well, I don't know. We could extrapolate on that. That could use a little work. Just
okay.
a little.
Okay. Well, I know a couple of others that you might. I think you've told me that you like these. Do you remember Humor Me?
Go for it.
I don't want to ask for more than you can give, so humor me. Can we see each other before you have to leave? Should I write a love note and pin it to your sweater sleeve? I'll try to live on our memories too, but I just know, I can never get enough of you. Remember your casa. Our hearts full of together forever. Remember? Quiet mi vida. Neighbors listening through the bougainvillea. Oh yes. Your whispers kissed my eyelids. So many years ago. So many dreams ago. Remember? We've got that old-fashioned love in my heart, and there it shall always remain. You're like an old ivy vine, you're clinging closer all the time. Through the years, the joys and tears, all the same. I've got that old-fashioned dream in my heart, and there it shall always be. The land may change the sea, it ain't changing a darn thing in me. I got that old-fashioned love. I got that old-fashioned love. I said I got that old-fashioned love in my heart.
Anishka, you wouldn't mind if we did another one of your numbers, would you? If we did, if I did a little tune that you wrote, we wouldn't feel embarrassed about the content at all, would they?
Ah, I hope not.
This one's called Full Double Bed. Oh, it's wonderful to lie in a full double bed when you know the whole thing's yours. You don't have to give any inch of it to a man who's cute but snores. The duvet up down is a luxury, you bet. But no matter how cute that man is, forget it. When it comes to possession, 9/10 of the law. You can't have my double bed, You can't have my double bed. friends a bunch. But at a quarter to nine, 10 midnight I mean, go out by the back door and don't slam the screen. When it comes to possession, 9/10 of the law. You can't have my double bed, you can't have my double bed. Oh, will you come back on Thursday or maybe next week? Oh, just let me know when you'll be free. Oh, we'll plan out a menu, the music, the flowers. I want you to make love with me. We could shower or bubble a bath by and by. But remember the rules of the house or you'll fry. When it comes to possession, 9/10 of the law. You can't have my double bed, you can't have my double bed. Inspiring if anybody wanted to make a proposal of any kind. I think that pretty much says it all. So, you know,
well, I don't know.
You're quite good at that, Arlene. Yeah. You're very good at laying it all out there.
I don't know where I was that weekend. I also wrote Masters on that weekend, and I really
Masters.
Remember Masters?
Oh.
We waltz in the style of a Renoir, play Brahms in the afternoon sun, but my dreams in a hammock are over. And over and over I hum, I need a man with a master's in IKEA. A man who knows his Robertsons from any other wrench. A fellow with a flair for fumigating roaches. A philosopher with muscle for this non-skilled aging wench. Yes, I need a bouffe profundo who could help me with my box springs. A podiatrist, optometrist, or just a friendly gent who could take the kitty litter out and help me with my garbage. Who would know a way to fix this damned annoying flapping vent. I need a man with a master's in IKEA, a man who knows his Robertsons from any other wrench, a fellow with a flair for fumigating roaches, a philosopher with muscle for this non-skilled aging wench. That's me. With someone like you, a pal, good and true, I'd like to leave it all behind and go and find some place that's known to God alone. Just a spot to call our own. We'll find perfect peace where joys never cease, out there beneath the kindly skies. We'll build a sweet little nest somewhere in the west and let the rest of the world go by. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, when I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
How wonderful to see you. Can you stay for tea?
Well, I have some errands to do, but I can come back later though.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Your
Okay.
perfection.
Oh. Look, yeah.
I know why I've waited, why I've been so blue. I prayed each night for someone exactly like you. Oh, I should spend money, honey, on a show or two, but no one does those love scenes exactly like you. You make me feel so grand, oh, I wanna hand the world to you. You seem to understand each foolish little dream I dream, every scheme I scheme. I know why my mama, oh, she taught me to be true. She meant me for someone exactly like you. You make me feel so grand, oh, I wanna hand the world to you. You seem to understand each foolish little dream I dream, every scheme I scheme. I know why my mama, she taught me to be true. She meant me for someone exactly like you. Maybe I should try the language of love. Maybe I should try a little of that, and maybe that will bring him forth faster. La vie est là, qui vous prend le bras, ouh la la la. Oh, c'est magnifique. More of that. Des jeux tout bleus, des bains c'est loup maintenant, ouh la la la. La la la, oh c'est magnifique. Donner son cours avec un bouquet de fleurs, ouh la la la, ouh la la. Oh c'est magnifique. Et faire un jour un mariage d'amour, c'est magnifique. Alishka, in all of your travels, have you found the Frenchmen to be the best lovers?
Compared to apples and oranges, or Latvians, Bulgarians, Russians, Britons, Canadians.
The list is getting longer here.
And Cubans.
Sounds good. Here we go. B flat, please. And this is, I'm dedicating this to Arlene and all good people, good friends who make the windmills of this world more bearable. The way you look tonight. Could you give me the B flat again? Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Oh, but your love, with your smile so warm and your cheek so soft, there is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. This is for you, Arlene. With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And the laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never, never change. Keep that breathless glow. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight.
I loved all games and fairy tales, as strangely odd as that may seem. I loved firelight and witches' tales. You see, you were there in my dreams. I lived in a tower, cloud top high, to stop your love from passing by. For this I simply had to do. You see, I was waiting for you. I loved the rocks, the ocean breeze, and the hissing of the foam, the wild, wild kiss of the roaring seas. Now you had brought me home. You leaped buildings in single bounds, although I well may ask you how. You bayed the moon just like a hound. I knew I adored you now. You laced the night with raging foam. You threw lightning across the skies. You kissed my mouth with promises. You burned me with your lies. You loved me like a poet loves. My nights were made of stars and fears, thinking that you would go away and leave me with only my tears. I loved the towns where we made love, and the hotels where we played games. You thought I'd never live it down. But you see, I've forgotten your name. I'll be sleeping in the palm of your hand. You're bewitched and deep in love's long looked after land, where you'll see a sun-up sky with the morning dew, and where the days go laughing by when love comes a-calling on you. Sleep on me, don't waken, can't believe what just passed. He's mine for the taking, I'm so happy at last. Maybe I dreams, but he seems sweet golden as a crown. The sleeping bee done told me I'll walk with my feet off the ground when my one true love I have found. Sleeping bee done told me. Let's fall in love, why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it, let's take a chance, why be afraid of it? Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, well we can try to make a go of it. We might have been made for each other, to be or not to be, let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love, why shouldn't we fall in love? Now's the time for it while we are young. Let's fall in love. You could have a great career, yes you should, and you should. Only thing that stops you, dear, you're too good, way too good. To get a future, darling,
then you'll need a past, 'cause that fateful moment's coming at last. We're all alone, no chaperone, can't get a number. The world's in slumber, let's misbehave. Oh, there's something wild about you, child, that's so contagious. Let's be outrageous, let's misbehave. When Adam won Eve's head, he didn't stand for fooling. He didn't know about those apples out of season. They say that spring means just one thing, two little lovebirds. We're not above birds, let's misbehave. It's getting late, and while I wait, my poor heart aches on. Then why keep those brakes on? Let's misbehave. I feel quite sure on put a rule would be attractive. While we're still active, let's misbehave. You know my heart is true, and you say you for me care. Somebody should to tell, but what the heck do we care? Oh, they say that bears have love affairs, and even camels. We're merely mammals, let's misbehave.
Well, I've never ridden a camel, but I know that if I had, I'd probably need a slow dance after that. When you're lying on your bed with a very painful head, why don't you try to slow dance? When you're feeling so low down, you think your libido has left town, why don't you try to slow dance? Move your shoulders just a bit, and with your fingers try to hit the table next to your bed. And in a moment or two, you'll need be a new you. Why don't you try to slow dance?
Slow dance might work for those ladies who are rhythmically inclined, but what about the other gals? How do they make a successful proposal?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, they've got to be themselves. They've got to be themselves. And hopefully he'll have some jokes that you can laugh at, hopefully. But never propose on an empty stomach. Never. And caffeine. Caffeine's very good. It gives you courage. Yeah. You're the cream in my coffee. You're the salt in my stew. You will always be my necessity. I'd be lost without you. You're the cream in my coffee. You're the cheese on my pie. You will always be my necessity. You'd be lost without I. You're the cream in my coffee. You're the damn brace on my neck. You will always be my necessity. Meet me out on the deck. Where are we? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And, you know, there's one final thing I want to say to the ladies who are listening today. If it feels like begging, don't do it. Won't you come home, Bill Billy? Won't you come home? I cried the whole night long. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. With you I must be strong. 2, 3, 4. And on that rainy evening, I threw you out with nothing but a fine tooth comb. I know I'm to blame, but ain't it a shame? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Your ma's been calling. Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? We've got bananas. Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Embrace me, My sweet embraceable you. Embrace me, you irreplaceable you. Just one look at you brings out the tipsy in me. You and you alone bring out the gypsy in me. I love all the many charms about you. Above all, I want my arms about you. Don't be a naughty baby. Come to mama do. My sweet embraceable, you're irreplaceable. My sweet embraceable, you.
Arlene Meadows. Roberta. My name is Roberta. Thank you for joining us at our brunch on bended knee. If anybody feels so inclined to do that after the show, we are not taking any responsibility for that.
I guess they're serving drinks. I saw somebody walking by. Thank you very much for coming today. It was lovely. Oh yeah, maybe you could.
Send over a couple of sea, but it wouldn't be made believed in me. It's only a king in the sky, hanging over a muslin tree, but it wouldn't be made believed if you believed in me. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a melody played in a penny arcade. It's a bomb of a million words, just as phony as it could be. But it wouldn't be made believe if you believed in me.
What's that?
Oh, I can do with more.
Well, I'm in 619.
I heard that.
Is that what you I don't know what to say.
I'll remember.
Uh-oh, I would get nervous.